Another way that we sort of capitalize on this is Imidane's Recruiter. Imidane's Recruiter has an adventure called Trained Troops, which is pretty solid, creating 2 white knight creature tokens with vigilance. If we're casting this, that means things have gone a little wrong, but I've won games by casting this, so don't worry about it. But Imidane's Recruiter is a 3-mana 2/2. When it enters, creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. So after we have a bunch of these creatures, we play an Imidane's Recruiter. Everything is +1/+0, and we jam often for game. We're also playing Knight Errant of Eos. It is a 5-mana 4/4 with Convoke. Convoke meaning I can tap creatures and pay for mana of that creature's color, or generic mana. When it enters, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal up to 2 creature cards with mana value X or less from among them, where X is the number of creatures that convoke Knight Errant of Eos. Put the revealed cards in your hand and then shuffle. So especially because a lot of cards in our deck are not very powerful in and of themselves, it's really important we're able to dig through our deck either with the Scries with Warden or digging through with Knight Errant of Eos in order to capitalize on these really cheap creatures with these 3 payoff creatures, and Knight Errant of Eos does that really well. Also, being a 4/4 body for effectively 0 mana very often is super relevant. Often a very powerful start and a very common start is playing Novice Inspector or Spyglass Siren on turn 1, Gleeful Demolitioning that artifact on turn 2 and playing another 1-drop, and in the same turn on turn 2 playing Knight Errant of Eos, putting 2 cards in your hand, and you have an insane amount of power, and then you can follow it up with like an Imidane's Recruiter or something.